to another episode of Style and City Diaries.
Brought to you by your favourite and fabulous cousins, Prinny Ray.
And Amber Lowe.
Yes!
Woo! We are Apple Podcast Spotlight.
We are still so excited. This is a project by Apple Podcast spotlighting a creator every month.
And this month they said, y'all need to get into Style and City Diaries.
Yeah, get into it, yeah. Get into your favourite cousins. Each and every week we'll be bringing you the best in fashion news.
Pop culture.
And obviously we're going to divulge into our personal lives each and every time.
Why not? We are the real deal. You want to know what a city girl life is like? Listen to this podcast.
We have someone who is potentially one of our cousins.
Yes.
Might need to do some DNA
You
there.
might have to get into ancestry.co.uk. Guys, we've got Twiggy Jalloh.
Guys, I honestly cannot believe I'm here right now. Like, even watching you both do it, I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing the intro. Guys, I watch you all the time.
I love. We see.
Patreon member.
Gang, gang.
Gang.
She said, I know everything.
I know everything about you both. Like, yeah, it feels surreal, as the girls say.
I'm crying already. This
I
is going to
know,
be good.
I'm actually very excited. Twiggy, thank you so much for joining us, first of all. I feel like this has been such a long time coming, but we finally made it work.
At the best time.
At the best time.
Yeah. I feel like this is a perfect time. Like, life-wise and, like, just time-wise as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Because the girl is booked and busy.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, guys.
So if you don't know who Twiggy is,
Ooh, child.
Twiggy is a beauty and wellness journalist,
Yeah.
a content creator, a podcaster, and an all-round hot girl.
Period.
I'm sorry, but wait, I forgot. And like a fashion icon as
Yes.
well.
Also, not fashion icon.
Yeah. Come, you be serving the looks.
Guys, I
Every
swear to
time I
God.
see you for lunch, you're always in something.
Oh,
I'm
Twiggy,
like,
come on.
it's literally a Monday.
Do
You
know
don't
what?
care.
I love a long faux fur. Like,
Yes,
that's the thing
oh.
about me. Like,
That is so true. I was actually scrolling through your gram and I was like, wow, she's really got the collection.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love a long faux fur. Like, you could literally wear a vest top and like a pair of jeans and like a plain pair of mules. Chuck on a faux fur, baby. It's time to go.
Also, and Twiggy doesn't own any trainers. Like, she's in high heels or docs or nothing. It's high heel or nothing.
Do you know what though? I'm a trainer, babe. In like deep down, I'm a trainer,
Where?
babe. Like,
Deep where?
I promise, guys. Listen, journalism doesn't pay, so the bank balance wasn't allowing me to enter the raffles and buy the trainers and this and that. Like, but now I'm actually gonna start indulging in buying trainers because that's all I used to do before. I used to go to America, buy trainers, and bring them back here.
Not to derail the intro, but you just saying journalism doesn't pay, but your fashion wardrobe does
Was
not
give-
reflect that.
that.
So how do you shop? Like, how are you accumulating all these faux furs in various colours
Other than
and all
going
these isms
to
and schisms?
the Vogue fashion wardrobe cupboard. Sorry, can I just also say she's former Vogue
Yes.
beauty writer. Sorry, what the fuck? British Vogue.
Like,
Thank
she
you.
is a big deal in
Yeah,
British
this is
Vogue
like-
history.
This is huge. Like that we have Twiggy on, by the way. Just wanna
Sorry,
make that-
Just
you make me
saying.
blush.
Just saying.
You make me blush. Okay, clothes-wise, I would say that I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sometimes I had the tendency to make things look expensive.
Right.
I got it from my mum, and the thing is, I like to accessorize. And I'll wear like a nice. Actually, this top's quite expensive. This is Jacquemus, baby. But outside of that, I don't buy designer. Like, I don't buy designer. And I must say that I have been gifted quite a bit of clothes. Like, I'm not.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I'm not. Even though I used to work for a fashion magazine, but I'm not in fashion. But say, for example, if I was shooting content or going to the Brits, Topshop will say, "Oh, Twiggy, do you want us to dress you, or do you want some clothes, or?" Pick a few items. Listen, when I pick those items, guys, you think I'm buying the £10 top? Listen, I'm going for the long faux fur.
Yeah.
The long
Right,
faux,
that makes sense.
£250, long coat. I always, high to low always, whenever they ask me. So yeah, I would say that's how I've gotten the more pricey pieces that I have. It's usually gifted. I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah. I spend my money on holidays.
Okay.
So you should.
Fair.
Yeah, you are a bit of a jet setter.
Yeah.
Like,
Get me out
Twiggy's
England.
the type of friend when you have to ask, like, are you in the country? Because you just don't know if you're going to be or not.
Listen, the annual leave wasn't enough for me. Guys, 25 days.
Not enough.
25
It's not
days.
enough.
It just wasn't enough for me. And like, I always usually go at the top of the year as well. So at the end of the year, there's no more annual leave left.
Yeah, it's giving leave on a Friday evening.
Come back on Sunday. listen, come back on Monday, whatever. Like, but now I have a little bit more freedom, so it feels good that I can like travel whenever I want. And I need to go to Bali ASAP. Like, I need to go ASAP, guys.
I can see her.
I see you in Bali.
Yeah, guys, if you want to pay me to go to Bali, any hotels, please sponsor me.
I also do some travel writing too.
Please, guys, Content Nash Traveler, please, I'll write for you, please. Guys, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here.
It's like
I do
that.
love London, but I need to get out of here, though.
It's a lot. I feel like a lot of people recently are like feeling the London negativity vibe. It's like, I actually need to get out.
It's online. Like, everyone's just bad vibes. You know what I mean? Like, no one, all the people that are trying to blow in the US, every single second up in their comments, oh, no, you're not even that good. This, I don't know. There's just always negativity. It's like, honey, like, just focus on yourself. Like, literally focus on yourself and you'll be so much better. You'll be so much happier. But people just want to be squeezing their mouth all the time. Like,
No,
I don't know.
it's so
Drink a cup
true.
of tea. Literally drink a cup of tea.
Have a tea and crumpet.
Yeah, have a margarita.
Simmer down.
Have a cheeky spicy margarita. But people just, I don't know.
Everyone's like projecting their stress and their
Yeah.
disdain for their life onto other people.
Yeah.
It is
get the
hell
stress,
and horror.
though.
It's jealousy. Right, I want to really get into your work, your field of work, beauty journalist, wellness journalist. How did it start? Let's like take it all the way back to the beginning.
Guys, it started years ago. Like, what? How old am I? 30 years old. Well, after university, I studied law at uni. I always knew that I didn't want to do law, but I changed my mind last minute about my degree. I was going to do, what was I going to do again? English and television studies. And I felt like, firstly, it was just, I don't know, it would just make me hate writing. So I was like, there's no point in doing that. My best friend wanted to go to another uni. I was like, okay, I'm coming with you then. She was like, apply for a law degree. I was like, all right, let's do it. Applied for the law degree. Of course, got in. And I studied law, didn't know what I want to do afterwards. I was stuck. Like, I was like, what the hell am I going to do? I always knew that I wanted to work in media, but I didn't know what part. Like, one minute I wanted to be a newsreader, but I was like, I'm an unserious person. Like, I'm so unserious. I like being half naked. It's not going to work. Like, it's just not going to work. So I just tried out different things. Like, after uni, all my friends went off to America. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doomed. Like, I was meant to go do a master's in America, like all of that stuff. So I just felt so, like, not lonely, but I just felt behind. I felt really, really behind. But something was just telling me just to stay in London, relax, just find your way. So yeah, I was working in retail for time. Like, I was working in retail for about 2 years after uni. And during that time, I just applied to internships. So I finally got an internship at Refinery 29. And that was amazing. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, I want to work in like magazine, media style journalism. And then I applied for an internship at Vogue International. That's like separate from Vogue.
Right.
It is the same now, but before it was very separate because they would create content for all of the markets. So I was producing, like, I was doing social media there. Refinery 29, I was more so like editorial. I was all over fashion, social content, strategy, all of that stuff, beauty. At Vogue International, I was working on socials. So I was creating content for Vogue India, British Vogue, but I wasn't, not really British Vogue, but I was kind of helping out there. But I never met any of the team. It was just very separate. So I had no idea how it really, really was. Yeah, and I was just like, I figured out, I was like, I do not want to work in social media. Like, I don't want to do it, even though it was fun, but like, no. But I knew I like wellness from that point. And then, yeah, months later, I saw the job for Vogue and I was just like, aha, listen, this looks like a bit of me. Like, I was just reading the requirements. I was like, I can do this. Like, I can do this. I know so many people are going to apply for it, but I was just like, I want this job. And then 4 interviews later and like a long task, I got the job. Yeah, that was what, 6 years ago?
Wow.
You know what? I really don't want to take away from how significant it is for you to have a dream to want to work in media magazines and to work for 2 really big, serious publications right off the bat, especially as a Black woman from London.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so significant. And one thing I do know is that I'm speaking on behalf of people, but I feel like it's true. You probably serve as a real inspiration to a lot of people that can now see themselves working at places like Vogue, because before you, I didn't really, for me, from what I saw, I didn't really see that representation for people to feel like, oh my God, I can. Obviously, I'm not saying it's easy. I know you work your ass off and you're super talented, but well done.
Thank you.
Because I know you said it really like chill,
Yeah,
and I'm just
so
like, no,
chill.
like
guys.
to apply for your first thing and it be Refinery 29 is like, hello.
One thing about me, I'm just going to do it. Like, I'm just going to apply it anyway. Like, you just never know. And one thing I've realized, for whoever's watching this, if there's ever like a competition that allows you to write in for any publication or anything, any sort of competition, just try. Because a lot of the time, people don't enter.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, because they're like, that's
interesting.
long.
Have you ever seen like magazines or whoever it is like just say, oh, we've extended the deadline? Sometimes there's external reasons as to why like they might have extended the deadline. But a lot of the time it's because they don't have enough applicants.
Right.
That's what I found anyway. Like there's a tiny pool of people who like, or there's a large pool of people who don't believe in themselves for whatever
They're like,
reason.
no point.
And like, no, there's no point. Or sometimes like the task is too long, which is true. Sometimes they really, it's like they're trying to drag ideas out of people. Yeah, so I can see why it's a drag, but definitely do that. But yeah, thank you for that.
It's a big deal.
It's huge. Because I'm always like, oh yeah, my friend Twiggy, she writes for British Vogue. Like, you know,
Scream
when,
it.
you know when your friend like uses you to big themselves up, then you know you're doing something good. Like, oh, you don't know anyone. I know someone in British Vogue that works. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be telling the kids.
Yeah, I'm excited, like, especially because like I'm in the magazine. Sometimes like my face is in there as well, because sometimes they'll use me like in like ads, because you know, girl, I did a couple of campaigns. Yeah, I did like a few. I made sure. Actually, I never made sure, but I don't know. I think I'm quite extroverted, kind of, not really. But I think when people see that, they're like, oh yeah, I want to use you for this and this and this and this, which I was always open to it. I was like, come, let's do it. As long as you're paying me extra, that's fine, isn't it? Yeah, they always give me some extra money, you know, so I was always open to it. But yeah, I appreciate that, guys.
What was the journey? Because you kind of glossed over it, but like for anyone who might be considering like the kind of task, like the interview, you said you had 4 interviews, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had a long task. Like, what is that process like? I keep wanting to say process recently.
The process.
Because
It's
American TikTok.
It's TikTok.
And when they're like, so the process is. Sorry, I really had to like.
Don't you hate American accents?
Yeah, like I do, but like.
But I do it as
concentrate
well,
on
and it's so
saying
bad.
process.
Every single second, period.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
but like
love
I
a
just feel
period.
like process
The
sounds so
process.
much better than process.
Yeah, say it.
What
It's a
is the
process.
process for?
So the process, you know. So yeah, the process is, was, of course, I saw the application online. They got back to me. I had to write 4 pieces before the interview.
Love it.
Yeah, because they
Well
said
done.
let's not waste our time if they can't write.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. But they were quite short though. They weren't too long, and they ask you to write like, I don't know, what did they ask me to write? Like a wellness piece, a beauty piece, a piece that would be great for like socials, and like, I don't know, like another piece that, I don't know, something about makeup or something compelling that you care about. I don't know what it was. Wrote it, and yeah, they called me in. The first meeting was with the beauty editor. I think I was actually meant to meet them both first, but one of them was out of the country. So beauty editor, and then with the beauty director. So 2 meetings. The third meeting was with the managing editor. So he like oversees everything in the magazine, like editorial processes, finance. He literally looks after everything. He's right under the editor-in-chief. Well, not editor-in-chief now, because there's no editor-in-chief anymore. Because shout out, publishing is changing, guys.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, he was right under Edward, and then I had an interview with Edward.
You're a big deal.
I'm a big deal,
Oh.
Before I went
How
into,
do you even compose yourself?
Yeah.
guys, sometimes I just
Yeah.
on this weekend I was having a bad weekend, and then this Monday I just had to remind myself, Twiggy, don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's so true.
Come on, baby.
Like, hello. Look at
the process.
Look at the process.
So I had a meeting with Edward, and
I love that she said Edward because that's her mate.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
Edward.
So what does everyone call it?
Edward
Enninful. I'm not on a first name basis.
Well,
I'm even call
she's
him Mr.
Mr. Sir.
It's not Mr. Sir. I had a meeting with Edward, and at first I thought that he wasn't interested in me. Because I walked in and he was kind of like, Edward's quite a very calm person. He's very extravagant when he's with his girls.
Okay.
When he's with his girls, from what I see, like Naomi and all of them, like he comes out. But outside of that, he's very calm, speaks in a very calm manner, very Ghanaian man. Like, yeah. And then I said something. I forgot what I said. I wish I remembered. And he just shifted forward. And I was thinking to myself, I got him. I think it's also, what have I done? I think I've got him. But right before that meeting, I actually looked at my phone. I know 1111 girlies. Yeah, I'm here. 1111 girlies rise. I saw 1111 on my phone. I was like, God. This is a sign.
No, 100%.
But yeah, that's like generally the process that I went through. Yeah.
Wow. And then she just did it.
Yeah.
I feel starstruck.
Yeah,
This is so
no.
weird.
Yeah.
I feel like because we never really actually like get into like your journey and everything that happens. Like I guess when I say it's very surface level, it's like we're not thinking about like our careers. It's like we're just friends.
Yeah, we're
Like,
literally just
having
chatting about
fun.
life. Like,
Yeah,
what's the
literally.
tea? Like, what's up?
So this is actually really interesting hearing this. So if you didn't know, this week is Neurodivergent Week, right? National. I think so.
Yeah.
I should know.
This is my idea. So, and we thought, well, you can't have Neurodivergent Week without someone who's neurospicy.
You're spicy.
And Twiggy is a neurospicy girlie.
I'm a neurospicy babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to delve into that. So how do you say it? Like, what neurospice do you have?
Yeah, the neurospicy that I have is I have ADHD.
Woo!
Yeah, I have combined ADHD.
Combined
What
with.
does that mean?
No, I mean,
Oh, it's just in ADHD
yeah, because
squared.
oh my gosh, there's 3. Child, I should know more about ADHD. But you know when you just exist having it, like
Yeah.
I've learned about it, I've read about it. Please.
Now it's like,
the
let's
actual
just-
ADHD itself is enough. Please, I don't need to dive too deep
Yeah.
into it. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to be a baby girl. Do you know what I mean? Which is it? Hyperactivity. Child, I should know this.
And it's like the calm one, like the ADD.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
the AD
combined, is that 2 of them together?
Oh,
and
that
I think
sounds
there's
like it
a
makes
third one.
sense.
Or this is so bad. I should have read up on this, guys.
okay.
But
No,
I have
you
a
don't need to,
combination
it's
of
fine.
all of them. So
Right.
I can be very high, like, oh my gosh, at night I come alive, as do many people. But with the ADHD, it's on a different level. But I have hyperactivity, but then I also have the whatever the I word is, where it's just lack of focus. It's very
Right.
difficult. It's just your executive function. Your executive function basically allows you to do everything in life. Like, I think a lot of people who question ADHD or don't understand it, don't understand that ADHD wouldn't even say it's an issue. It's just an imbalance or the neurotransmitters or whatever it is, just everything that allows you to be motivated to do things, even to pick up this mic, is through executive function. And people with ADHD have something different going on there. So yeah, you can see how it affects your everyday life, because your executive function literally allows you to live.
When and how did you get diagnosed? Because I guess before a diagnosis, you have to feel like it's
Something's
something to look
happening.
into. So what did that look like? And was it pre the awareness? Because I would say in the last few years, there is way more awareness for neurodivergence more broadly and people being aware of it. Were you diagnosed like before that or more in that wave of
Right
knowing?
before or right at the peak, when I think a lot of people found out during lockdown, just because our routines were changed. Our routines were changed. People who were used to doing things a certain way or had their thing going on had to switch it up, and you had to rely on yourself. You had to rely on yourself to motivate yourself to move, especially in a very confined space. It can be very, very difficult. I found out, actually, I was reading, there's this women's group called Albright. They have like a women's club in Central. I subscribe to their edit. So each week, I don't know, a different woman will talk about like, this is how it is with childcare and working in balance. This is how I raise funds for my business. There was one about how I found out about that I had ADHD, and I read through it. I don't even know if it was titled in that way, but I just read it. I was just like, yeah. As I was reading this lady's life, I was just
It's
like,
like ding, 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 ding.
yeah, it was like ding, ding, ding. I was like, baby, this is because I've heard about ADHD before.
Yeah.
The boys are running around the room.
Yeah.
The white boys are just being cheeky and naughty. All this stuff.
It's like, oh, I can't have Coca-Cola because I've got ADHD.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
all of those things. I just never thought it could be me. I just thought I was just a little bit different, maybe a bit lazy sometimes, even though I'm not even lazy. There's just so many things around it, like a lot of self-doubt that came from that, but I just didn't understand it. And then I read through it and I was just like, oh my gosh, I think I have this. Anyway, I went to my GP, Nigerian man.
Love to see it. Yeah. Or maybe not in this instance.
Not in this day and age.
Do you know what? But he put me through, so
Yeah, it works.
love to you, sir.
Maybe we should go to church.
Maybe we should go to church, baby. But I told him, I think I have this thing. I've researched it. I've got my bullet points. I know what I think I might have. I just need to get a diagnosis. I didn't want to argue. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, why do you think that you have this? Like, kind of like pushing back. And I was very adamant. I literally said, sir,
Good.
I just want a diagnosis. Like, I want to find out. There was no arguing. I was very persistent. And he said, you know what? I'll put it through for you to Psychiatry UK. Put me through there. Neuropsychiatrist? I believe neuropsychiatrist, neuropsychologist, one of them. They put me through to one of them. My ex had to like fill out the form, like when I wasn't there, like just asking loads of questions about me. I had to do a quiz. I had to do something else. And I just had to do like a range of stuff. And then I had the meeting with him. I remember I was on Zoom. I remember exactly where I was. I was sitting on the bed and he was like, yeah, you definitely have.
Not you pass with flying colours.
Not me passing with flying colours. He was like, how have you done it this entire time?
Wow.
I'm getting a bit emotional thinking about it. And I think I started crying on the Zoom. I was crying. He was like, how have you done it this entire time without even just him acknowledging like my difficulties was so affirming. Like that in itself was like medicine. Like just knowing that all of the times when I've been super late and I'm like, like to my friends, like apologizing and this and that, my friends having to accommodate for me, feeling like I had to use 10 times the brain power to focus if there was a lot of noise around me, and like feeling like I'm just being extra sometimes, just feeling so overwhelmed by life and like the simple things, like people would be able to wake up, have breakfast, do this, do that. Oh yeah, I'm just living life in a very routine way. I was never able to do that. I've never been able to do that. Sometimes feeling like a surge of energy and not understanding where it's coming from, just losing focus. I don't know how I did well in school. I did really well in school, but I had to use so much brain power. And so I think I was crying because part of me was upset. Part of me was upset that I didn't know earlier, because I wouldn't have blamed myself for feeling like I was failing so much and feeling like I was slow or whatever it may be, like just doubting myself so much. But part of me was so happy. Most of me was just so happy. I was like, I've got an answer. Like it felt so, it felt like a big relief. Like that's how it felt. Yeah. Oh
gosh, I feel I'm currently in the process of getting diagnosed. But I've obviously realised it. I realised it many years ago, but by the time I actually decided to do something about it, which is right now, I'm in the peak. So the waiting list queue is very, very months and years long. But I had to do the same thing for Psychiatry UK. My mum filled it out for me. And she was like, damn. And even when you're answering it, you're like, fucking hell. You're like, rah, like this is. And I do completely understand. I feel like when they diagnose me, because they will, it's going to be like, hey, I knew it wasn't me. That's the feeling. And it's like, even now, I haven't got the diagnosis, but I'm like, why did no one see it? Yeah. Why did no one notice? Like, I could have had so much support. And it's the same thing. Like, how have we gotten through life and done well? And because women mask it so well, and they don't think women have it because you're not jumping off the walls. You're not like stereotypical. Yep. You get called lazy. Yeah. You get called, unfocused and like, oh, you're not being productive enough. Or why don't you just do that? And it's like, you don't understand that just doing this one thing is taking everything inside my soul. But someone's like, just do it. Yesterday, Prinny was like, I'll post this video to Instagram, right? A video that I've already got on my phone. And I couldn't, the thought of having to go into my camera, cut it and post it onto the stories, I was like, that's fucking long. I'd rather just take a new one on stories and post it straight. And
I was so confused. I was like, why don't you just? And I was like,
but that just, like, saying it out loud, it's like, just
it's the process.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, that is fucking long.
Yeah.
And but also I feel like neurospicy people are like, what's the easiest way I can do this?
Yeah.
Like, they're very like, okay, I've got something to do. What's the quickest way of doing this? Cutting corners, but still being able to get the job done and like achieving that task without actually having to do it the way I'm supposed to do it. I don't know if that relates.
Girl,
to
that's
you.
my entire life. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm always trying to find ways and like tips and tricks and just ways to just make things easier, but still done very well.
Yeah.
Just because working in journalism, baby, there's no shortcuts. Like, you need to write a piece properly. You need to get facts. You need to interview. Listen, I'm merging words together and making a story out of it. It needs to make sense. So I would just find ways to, I don't know, guys. I just tried my best.
But you know what? You have boss life despite it. And I don't know, it just makes your story all the more inspirational. But I was just thinking that I feel like there's generations of people that have been done a disservice, like you said, like, why did no one see it? And thinking back to the times when we were in school, I feel like the hot topic at the time was just dyslexia and dyspraxia. And that's all that teachers could, it's like, oh, they're dyslexic.
Yeah.
So if you didn't fit that, then you're either just like rude, lazy, maybe having a hard time at home, like, oh, like, just put you in the bottom set.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
not
on
bothered.
report until year 9.
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can be a bit argumentative
But
sometimes.
are there behavioural issues as a symptom for ADHD, like as in exhibited in children?
The talking, just because there's so much energy inside of you, and sometimes it's, well, that's more so hitting autism, like not really being able to read certain behavioural things that I don't have much of, but there's just a little bit of that in there where it's like, when I'm focused doing something, baby, I'm in the zone, like I'm just chatting away. But I was on report until like year 9, year 7, year 8, year 9. But I wasn't bad bad in school. Like I said about the argument, because if I'm right, I'm right. You know what I mean?
That sounds very familiar.
I'm like, everything you're saying, I'm like, are you me? Am I you?
I was literally like, yeah, anyway, well, I don't care because that's
you know what it is, but that is the ADHD thing.
Yeah.
People with authority, you don't, it's
Right.
like, you have this thing against like authoritative positions.
Oh, I never knew that.
Where people are like a place of authority, and it's just something just triggers you, and I'm not too sure what it is. But then also like being on report, like I always got told off for talking, for shouting out. Someone say put your hand up, I'm shouting out the answer because it's like I have to, just get that out, and then now I'm in trouble. Now I'm sitting in the back of the class.
I got the answer right.
But I got the answer right. But it's true. It's like, but it's not fair on the other kids. It's like, I feel like now, in this past like year, I've really been trying to focus on like not cutting people when they're talking, because you get so excited and you get so like,
girl,
I want to tell you, and then it's like, oh, you're being selfish. I've just started speaking about a subject. Now you're speaking about the same subject. It's like, no, it's because I can relate to you and I want to show you that, like, oh my God, I empathize with you. But the way it comes out is so. So the other day I was at work and I was like, oh, I want to put a playlist on, and my work colleague was like, I'll put the playlist on, I'll do it. And we both have like undiagnosed. We
so just they're jumping together.
Us two together, mate, it's not looking good. And then we just looked at each other. It's like, that was such an ADHD thing, because you get so excited. It's like, I want to show you this music. Like, it's just such a. I don't know, but it's. I feel like as you become an adult, did you find it more frustrating and like did you feel very caged within yourself?
Absolutely. Like, even when it came to things like booking doctor's appointments, like my mum would do everything for me. Listen, when's the last time I went to the dentist, please? Just simple things. Paying the bills. Oh, direct debits. If direct debits weren't a thing, they would have come to arrest me. Bailiffs at the door. Handcuffs. Because it's just daily things like that seem like the biggest deal. But when I'm passionate about something, girl, I'm all in. I'm all in, like all guns blazing. Like when I'm not passionate about something, or when I feel very tired about something, or when something feels tired, that's when I know it's not it.
Do you get bursts of passion? Like, I'm really
Yeah.
excited about this. Okay. Now I'm really excited about something else. Now, I'm
it's similar to like having
that?
like just being interested in different things. But there's certain things like the passion really doesn't really die. Okay. The day-to-day admin of the passions are, still difficult, but as a whole, there's certain things that just I can't.
Because
I just love.
A lot of ADHD people as well, correct me if I'm wrong, they'll start like loads of different habits and hobbies because they get this amazing dopamine hit from it, and they're like, this is fucking amazing, I'm gonna start knitting, I'm gonna buy the entire kit. A week later, I'm over it. Like that dopamine goes, it's boring. A lot of people like jump from job to job. Like I feel like as well, like I'm like, this is fun. Now I'm like, this is same. Like I want to go somewhere. I want to do a new brand now. I want to go to another PR company. And it's like, it's very hard to just stay. Yeah. And once it gets to that point, I'm done. I'm giving up. Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to give up, but it's like, there is nothing that can reignite that light in me.
It's my body just, it's almost as if you have a light inside of you and the light is gone. Again, with the executive function, all of the things that motivate us and like give us those dopamine hits, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's certain things that give you the joy and the dopamine, but then we have an issue with, I don't even want to use the word issue, but we have like a difficulty transmitting that dopamine. I don't know all the technical things, but again, like it's just so difficult because all the things to motivate you, we don't have. We don't have. That's why they say that a lot of people with ADHD tend to be more susceptible to depression or to abusing things, just because, I don't know, you're out and you want to have a cheat. I don't know, you just end up drinking or just doing something to give you that like push or to take you out of yourself almost. And it's not good. It's not good.
It's great awareness. And obviously it's our podcast, so we're having the conversation here. Like, it's a great conversation, but I feel like more conversations need to be had to normalize. Is not really the word, but even to the point of like starting and stopping things. I could think of so many examples that I've seen in other people where the general response to that kind of behavior is like, oh, you're such a quitter. Like, why do you start things and stop it? Like, you just start something and stick to it. Like, you can hear like voices of many parents saying that to their children and just not having an understanding that actually this, and I don't want to use the word issue, but this might be something else. It's not linked to them being unmotivated or them being, using some African or ethnic parents' words like useless or those kind of things. It's like, this is somebody that actually needs more support. And I think it's great to have conversations like this, especially culturally, because it's breaking down those like taboo conversations and giving people more of an understanding of things and not blaming themselves. Yeah. Feeling like especially if you have siblings, I can imagine it's like, do you have siblings? Yeah. You might feel like, why are my siblings able to, and I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Comparison, like my mum, like, is always so like encouraging.
That's really good.
She's so encouraging. I remember in secondary school when I was just so frustrated because I was like, why is it that like I need extra revision time, or not even extra revision time? Why am I finding it so hard to focus? Like, all of my friends are doing so well. Like, they're just, just flick a book, just retain the information. I can't do it. Especially if there's a heater behind me and I'm comfortable and I'm warm. I just want to sleep. Like, I slept in class so much, still got great grades, but I slept in class so much because I'd much rather revise at home when I have control over my, my environment. And she just always told me, like, don't compare yourself to them. Like, you're not them. Like, you're completely different and you're amazing on your own. Like, just focus on you. Like, you can do it. So I think I've just carried that throughout my adulthood until I found out exactly what it is. So now I have those two things. Okay, I have ADHD now. Now I have a better way of managing it. And I also have that encouragement as well. And through life and just building my confidence and like trying my best to boost my own self-esteem, I don't know, I've just it's kind of a day at a time thing, really. Like, I'm still dealing with it every day.
Of course, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's always going to be a thing, and there's new things that are going to pop up, and you'll be like, "Whoa,
Yep.
there goes the ADHD
Yeah.
again, who knew?"
Yeah.
Kind of thing. How did when you got diagnosed, was medication ever a question to you?
I took medication. What was it called again? Concerta XL. I have a lot of because I'm trying to get my memory back, because this happened during lockdown, chat. And lockdown is just one big blur.
Yeah.
One big blur. But I took medication, and guys, the first day or second day I took it, I've never felt such clarity in my entire life.
Oh my god!
And by clarity, I don't mean like, I'm high, like, I'm lit. No. It was just kind of not an emptiness in my brain, but there was just
A quiet.
room in my brain. It just felt like the room had been cleared out.
Wow.
Like someone literally just took all the stuff out of the room, just chucked away a lot, and there was just more room. I remember like waking up again with the breakfast thing. Okay, I'll just eat breakfast and I'll just get on my laptop, go to this meeting and go on the Zoom and do this and do that. And I was like, I just feel ordinary. I feel like I can just get on with things. Like I'm still like, oh my gosh, got this meeting later, a bit stressed, a bit worried. But outside of that, there was just a routine to my brain. It just felt like the boxes had been taken out, but the medication didn't end up working for me. Like it was great. Like I'd never felt that clarity in my entire life. And I think that was probably the most productive period of my life. But they give you a heart monitor whilst you take the medication, because it's a stimulant. For people with non-ADHD, that's why
Ritalin.
Ritalin.
Yeah,
They take it. Yeah, they take it in America. They take it a lot to keep you up all night so you can write.
Yeah.
For people with non-ADHD, that will keep you wired. Like, but for me, it was just balancing things out. But for other people, it's like it will boost you up. And it started to give me heart palpitations. I was like, child. I've literally found the perfect thing, and it gave me heart palpitations. It started to make me feel anxious and everything like that. So I was like, oh damn, I need to give it up. But because of the ADHD, I didn't follow up with the nurses when they emailed me, and I dropped off.
Oh, you're out of the system.
I'm out of the system.
Oh no!
Yeah,
You gotta get her back in.
I now gotta get back in. I go back to Nigerian doctor. Sir, please take me back.
Because I was gonna say, was there a discussion about like a lower dosage or?
Yeah, they do like a titration period where you go smaller dose, like 5 milligrams, 7 milligrams, and go up. But I tried to go back down, but it was still giving me heart palpitations, and it was just making me feel anxious. But I do think it was a mixture of being like at home and in that environment, and just when you got so many other things going on. I think it was just a lot for me at that time. Maybe it would be different now, but I did want to try non-stimulant medication, so I might go back. But so far, I'm trying out like supplements and everything like that. Just supplements, like naturally, I don't know, energizing and all of these things. And now the medication that I'm giving myself is pursuing things that give me joy.
Amazing.
Honestly, like pursuing things that give me joy and not focusing on my weaknesses, because that is my main thing about ADHD, like focusing on my weaknesses. I think now that I am freelance and I'm working for myself and I have this new world of opportunity, if you call it that, I'm just literally focusing on things that make me happy. I'm not wasting my time on anything else.
Was there a fear of like when you was going freelance, whether you would be motivated to get up and get shit done?
Babe, there really was. At work, I have a boss. I have this. I have that.
There's no choice.
There's
You
no
have,
choice,
like,
baby.
There's a limit of what you can. not
Yeah, what
do.
I can push.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I need to hit that deadline or just pass the deadline and apologize. Like I have to hand in that work.
Sorry, it's late again.
That's me.
I have to hand in the work anyway.
Yeah.
So that was my motivating factor a lot of the time. But now, that's why I said I'm only pursuing things that I'm passionate about or things that give me joy, you know?
Right.
But even so, I'm still writing now, taking a little break from writing because, please, baby girl just wants to relax now. But I just had deadlines. I worked with flannels and I was writing like quite long fashion week breakdowns and everything like that. And I found myself lagging sometimes. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. But I still have a deadline.
Right.
which is kind of good, which is great. And I need to hit the deadlines, especially when they're paying me good money as well. So I was like, oh, flannels, okay, I'll deliver. And yeah, so there is still a deadline in a sense, which is good for me.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
Because I do think, like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I would love to go freelance so I could just fucking hell.
Get me out.
Have a break. I feel like, as well, for people with ADHD, like, I keep saying, adults need half term. I just need that time where, like, I actually just have, like, 2 weeks. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me to do nothing. I just need to, like, you know, on the smart board and you recalibrate the board.
Yeah.
I need to do that. And then I'm like, now I'm ready to go back. But because everything is so, there isn't that unless I take a holiday. And then on holiday, I'm a bit like, there is never a time to just, I need mental health day.
Nothingness.
Mental
You need
health week,
nothingness.
Nothing. It's like, don't ask, phone off.
Sometimes you don't even want to pack your bag and go to an airport. No, you literally just
need
want
to
to be at
exist.
home because that's already work in itself.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to be at home, chilling, making breakfast. I always talk about making breakfast. I'm a breakfast babe. Making breakfast, maybe going to the gym. Maybe going to the gym. Maybe going to the gym, but doing things that
On
just
your
don't
terms
require
and stuff.
a lot
Yeah.
of thinking.
And I do think that that's a conversation that needs to be had, like, especially in workplaces where they're accommodating two people that will require that. Because you want your employee to, like, create the best work they can do. And I think workplaces need to realize that it doesn't work the same for everyone. Everyone has different ways of working. Some people, they want to come to the office 5 times a day. Some people don't at all. Some people want to do here and there, blah, blah, blah. Like me, some people need, like, do you know what? I'm going to have to start at 12 p.m. today, but I'll work till 8 and that works for me. Or, like, I'm going to start early, finish. I feel like there's a huge conversation that needs to be had of accommodating towards people so that they can provide the best and, like, feel good within themselves. 'Cause there's nothing worse than, like, doing something and just feeling fucking shit about it.
They'll say that they'll accommodate, but I found from what I've seen a lot of the time, they'll accommodate up until a certain point. Like, they'll accommodate, okay, so your start time is 10 o'clock. Okay, you can come in at 10:30. Okay, that's great. The accommodation is just so limited.
Yeah.
They're just so limited. But if there were any, apart from that, if there were any other accommodations when it comes to, like, what companies can provide, like, is there anything that, I don't know, something tangible that they could do? I wondered myself, like, sometimes when I was working, but I didn't really find anything that they could do.
I think that, honestly, and I'm just speaking for ADHD people, my undiagnosis, I honestly think it's just let the ADHD person do what they need to do. Like, I know that sounds mad. I'll work when I'm ready to work, but I'll get the job. No, guys, you don't
She
understand.
was here and she went.
No,
Yeah, she went home, she came back.
You don't understand. What I mean is, like, sometimes on the weekend, like, I'll work and oh my God.
Yeah. Banging it out.
Yeah. Emails. Like, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel good.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But it's like when you're being told to do something and you really don't want to do it, it's like,
there is a problem with authority, like you said.
It is.
I don't like being told what to do.
Don't fucking tell me what to do.
I don't.
Unless I like you.
Yeah, if I like you, oh my
God. Tell me, did I do it wrong? Okay, tell me, how can I correct it, baby?
Yeah,
I
don't mind being a subordinate to someone. I actually don't. If I like you, I would make a great subordinate. Like, I don't mind. Like, oh my gosh, tell me what. I'm on it. If I don't like you,
bitch.
A lot of the problems in the workplace stem from people that have no business being managers.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually what it is. And people end up, like, leaving work like, fuck that corporation. But actually, it's just fuck Helen.
Yeah, it's just her.
It's like, you, Helen,
That one
ruined
right
my
there.
life. And now I hate this company for life. It's on site forever. It's terrible. And I feel like there needs to be more training, more awareness, and less of, like, I really do hope the current awareness around neurodivergence isn't like the LGBTQ plus campaign or the Black Lives Matter campaign or disability. Like, I'm saying this, but I know the world that we live in is very sick, corrupt, and it's all about capitalism and, like, doing things as a fad and doing it but I really do hope that people actually take on the knowledge and try to make the workplaces a better environment for everyone and
really hope
truly
they
become
do.
inclusive.
Yeah. It's sad because even some people with autism, if they don't show very overt signs of autism, people don't believe that they're autistic.
Yeah.
Not all autism is the same.
The same, yeah.
You know, so it's hard to accommodate for these things unless I'm jumping up and down. Like, you want me to prove that I have this, like, I have it. Like, it's just not right.
Yeah.
Like, and even for undiagnosed people, like, people need to understand that people would prefer not to have ADHD.
Yeah.
Life is a lot easier without it. Life is a lot easier. It's easier to function, even though it does have, I don't want to call them benefits, but there are certain things that have made me a bit quirky, which I kind of like about the ADHD.
Bit of spice.
Yeah, a bit of spice. A bit of spice. But outside of that, yeah, I just don't think that you should have overt traits in order to, I don't know.
Get the support.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, especially if you're like more of an introverted black girl. You shouldn't need to do that. Like, yeah, you should be able to just live your life, you know? So, yeah, I like all that.
So I'm actually intrigued. Like, what are those things that make you quirky?
I like to chat, innit? Like, I can talk.
I've been seeing you been doing a bit of like presenting stuff, bit of street chat.
Okay, so the thing with presenting is, I remember when I wanted to be a presenter before, but I don't know if I actually want to do it.
Right.
But I like to chat.
Yeah.
I think it's the presenting. Oh yeah, I'm presenting. I just want to do it. Does that make sense? It's almost like putting a title on it. Like, I just don't want that. Like, I just want to do it. I just want to chat to people.
Right.
But that would be like a job, and it's like, God, now I need to learn.
Yeah,
these
now I'm a
lines
presenter.
Right.
No, yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't like talking to people.
I love it.
Sometimes I really don't. Like, I literally just want to be at home, like, just switch off. Like, no, I don't want to chat to anyone. My best friends ask me, Twiggy, where the hell are you? I'm like, I don't want to see anyone. Yeah, so so I wouldn't ever want to call myself a presenter because no, I don't want to do that all the time.
I just unlocked a memory of the first time I met you, and you were like a whirlwind, but in the best way. This was like old school uni days, maybe like second year.
Was that?
Berry was living with Tossit Maria.
Yeah.
And I was like a plus 3.
Yeah.
And we were
Plus 3.
Not a plus 3.
I was like, it was giving. I was a friend of a friend of a friend.
Okay.
And then we were in the Uniacom, and I think it's like night out. What was one of these coach raves?
Yeah, like Barfest or something.
Yeah, one of these stupid ones. And then you just came in, and it was like the Twiggy and Berry show. And I was like, and
Berry's my best friend, by the way. We're literally like
like Batty,
Two-piece
Batty and Bench. And
Yeah.
I'm like, by default, and I say this all the time, people don't really believe me, but I'm way more of like an introvert until I'm comfortable and confident with the people I'm around. So if I'm a plus 3, it's like, I don't know any of these, man. Like, so I was just observing, and I was like, wow, the energy is this is great. And just to see how you've kind of become who you are, just being yourself, is beautiful.
Thank you, babe.
I feel like this is the big up Twiggy hour.
Yeah, no, literally.
It's a lot of
I am being humble right now. When I go home, I've been jumping. Just have to do it GC style. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Even
quite
I was
literally.
so upset that I don't have my long nails because I just feel like
It'd be
that's me.
giving.
I had to take them off because I was like, I need to get them done, and I want to get them done in a certain place and blah 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 blah. But yeah, even at Vogue, like for example, my entire team had like short nails all the time. They would go to like certain nail places, like even like getting appointments with PRs.
The townhouse girlies.
Yeah, there would always be like certain places that everybody would go to. I wasn't going to go there, guys. I'm going to have my long nails, like my long nails. I want all of the designs. I want all of this. I want all of that. Gold tooth in sometimes, like that's just me all the way. And I was very different from everyone around me, but
that's what makes you you, and
Yeah.
that's what makes you like able to go into these places. Like no one wants to be a carbon copy, and that's what's going to make you stand out and people remember. Like, do you remember that girl?
Yeah.
Oh my God, she was so whirlwind positively, or she was, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like, you should never have to, and I'm so glad you didn't succumb to like the corporate life like that, and you were still like you. I think that's one of the benefits of ADHD, I think, is like, I'ma do me, child.
Yeah, you almost have no choice but to be yourself, because it always comes out. Like,
exactly. And like,
you literally,
it's
always
gonna
gonna come out.
And I always say, me and Prinny said, like, personality higher.
Yeah.
You want me for my vibe.
I think I saw a TikTok about personality. How I was like, is that what I am?
No.
You're here for the jokes.
But, the jokes and the vibe, because I'm gonna bring it unless I'm having a down day, and I'm like, fucking
then
talk to me.
Yeah, I'm out.
The switch up is mad.
They'll be asking Twiggy, is everything okay?
Don't fucking chat to me.
But even on a day where I'm just quite neutral.
Yeah.
Because I've got a bit of a resting bitch face. Like, when I don't smile,
Right.
I look quite like serious. No, but I can look quite serious. They'll be like, Twiggy, what's wrong? Twiggy, what's wrong? Because I'm usually so talkative. I'm like, guys, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm acting like you guys right now. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Personality high is funny.
Personality high, because it is, you're like, that's just you, and like no one has it in the same way that you have it. It's just something that's just
Bit different,
there. Bit diff.
Yeah.
I think everyone should just be themselves. But it's easier said than done when you have all these campaigns like bring your whole self to work, then you bring your whole self to work and now you're in disciplinary.
Listen.
That's what happened to me.
No, they're like, oh,
some
like
people
you're not getting the
can't-
vibe.
Especially black introverted women. Like,
Yeah.
you can't bring yourself to work sometimes.
No,
like,
not at all.
It's difficult. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Like, people just, first of all, dismissing you because they feel like you don't want to be invited to certain places, or you're I don't know, you're just excluding yourself, or you're not being friendly and this and that. They're literally just minding their own business and working, even though they're producing work, because they don't want to go to the pub. God above, all hell's broken loose. Like, it's just not fair. Like, it's not right. Oh, that really irritates me. Like, whenever someone's it pisses me off. It really does.
And
I'm laughing because Amber's like, the pub, yeah.
like, the pub, because
I knew she had a question, but she was like, wait, hang on. I don't know.
I can't relate. Yes, I'm like, no, but I can relate to a degree. I have to really like you to go to the pub. Like, in my last job, you couldn't pay me to go.
Yeah.
I can hear it in your voice as you saying, you couldn't
pay. No. I went to the things I had to go to just to be like, let them not kick me out of the club. Like, you know, the job. Like, you have to perform.
I want that promotion.
But, and if I like you and, you know, you're
Good
bringing
time.
the goods out of me, and, you know, I'm at the pub.
Yeah, if you
I
feel
might even
real
ride around,
on this, like,
you
your
know?
vibe,
Yeah.
like,
Definitely. That's why corporate, me can't do corporate no more. Never.
Trying to taste it. She was
I
like,
said, no,
too sour.
No, we can't do it. I'm sure there's TikTok sound like that.
Nah, it does take a strong
just snatches your soul.
character.
No.
My mum literally said the other day, she's so happy I have work friends now. No, literally.
That's really
she's like, I'm so happy that, like, she's like, you at your last role, she's like, you're such a completely different person. Like, I didn't want this for you in like your career or your job. Like, I really thought when you was gonna go there, it was like a really good job, like you was gonna thrive. And she was like, you literally just went like the opposite way. And she was like, I was so sad, like seeing you so down and like depressed and sad. She's like, and you're literally here and you're like, boing.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy. It really, really makes a difference. And being able to know yourself of like, where like, I know I need to be in a small place. Career development's shorter, I mean, longer, fine. I rather actually put my happiness first than be trying to like jump the career ladder and be like a miserable little fuck. Because I was she had to deal with me a lot of it, you know? It's hard.
We even had conversations about it like before you moved. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Let me not get into it. Nah, that people look crazy. No, I'm like, who the hell? What the hell? I'm like, you don't make me feel like I wasn't that bitch.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't that like I didn't have that
Yeah.
But I have
quite
it.
Literally.
But I had it,
Yeah.
and I have it. I get affirmed, and that's another ADHD thing. I need that reassurance every day. I need a pat on the back because if no one's patting me, I'm not doing well.
Give me something, or I need to know something, or even if someone else doesn't do it for me, I have to read my work and be like, okay, you're that bitch. There needs to be reminders, just because when you're pushed back so much in life, please, you need just
something,
a crumb of something. Give me something. So like, there needs to be something from it. So listen, I understand that, boy.
Yeah, man.
I understand that.
I feel like really seen today because I don't even have the diagnosis. I just know, but I just feel really seen, especially when you started getting a bit emotional when you said that you got your diagnosis. I also watched a TikTok of the TikToker Summer Fox.
I don't know who that is.
The one that I think she got let go from work, and then she met this guy at Winter Wonderland, and then he's from Canada, and then she moved. They're like in a relation. Do you know Summer Fox?
My god, you have to see.
This was like a big thing in lockdown.
Summer Fox.
Yeah, like she TikToked her first date, and then like by the weekend they were like boyfriend and girlfriend,
and then she moved to Canada and lived with him. Now they're together traveling the world.
Life. No, the most I've heard about, I actually heard of Isla. Her and her boo meeting. Like I heard that type of story.
Summer Fox was the
Summer Fox. Okay. Did let go of her because of ADHD?
Well, I don't know, but she's
Oh,
also
I
had
was
like
like-
no, I brought it up
the discrimination.
Oh my God.
She recently got diagnosed with ADHD, and she filmed like her Zoom call, and she got really emotional as well because it was like a like a relief, and I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna happen to me.
Yeah,
I mean, I already cry about it, but like, I'm like, that's gonna happen to me, and it's just gonna be so nice to be like, bitch.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna try medication?
1000%.
Give me that dope.
Give me that. I said, run, inject it. Get that shit in my veins. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And
no, trust me, and
I'm
continue with it. Hopefully, the first medicine works. And if it doesn't work, you'll find another one. Just make sure you stay on that Psychiatry UK, child, because when they kick you,
wait, they kicked you off the register.
Because if you don't respond, then
when you don't
respond, they send you a rejection email like you're an ass?
They probably did like please respond to this, otherwise we're going to assume that you no longer want to.
Yeah, because they can't be forcing you to take pills. Like, do you know what I mean?
This is not America, honey.
They tried, but there was just so much going on, like family, relationship, what, everything happening all at once. I was like, oh
God.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of chances though.
I know you got bare emails. Do you know it took me? By the time I actually went to my doctor to be like, I think I got ADHD, it was like 6 months. I'll go there, I get the little letters thing. My doctor's is not even 5-minute walk from me. 4 months for me to drop the fucking letters off.
And this is to help the thing that's stopping
you from
doing life.
I've missed my changing my Help to Buy to my lifetime.
You know what? I was actually going to bring that up recently, and I was
because they're closing something, right?
I missed a taxi, this and that, and now that I've got issues, but the taxi are gone last week because I was like, oh wait, I've got 1 week to go, let me do it. But my bank's been difficult, and I'm like,
it's done.
Like, can you see? It's just
what's it called? The ADHD tax.
Yeah.
ADHD adulting ADHD. An amazing girl. She talks about ADHD, and she spoke about the ADHD tax, that ADHD people just lose out on so much money. Whether it's late fee, whether it's not returning parcels, whether it's not for a house as well. And I know you want to get your house as well, so it's like
it's fucking hard. You lose so much. Oh my God, I was watching this TikTok of this girl, and I know people who like don't have ADHD and watching it like, why didn't you just do it? But
the passport thing.
The passport.
What happened with the passport?
She had to get her passport done because she had to renew. But she was late to something, so she had to pay extra for something. She had to go give the forms. Then she loses the forms, and then she did it, and she got the forms right. But when she went, she's like, I did it early, got the forms. When she went or something, she left the forms at home, but then it was too late, and now her parents are screaming at her, and she's just like, she just had a whole like mental breakdown. And I just thought, she's like, I really wanted to try to do all the things I was supposed to do, and then something still just doesn't give, or like the dog ate her whatever, or she spilled tea on it, or this and that. And then I was just like, I literally would have killed myself. Sorry.
Oh my God, yeah.
Every episode.
No, but like, and I was like, it's really taxing.
I had to do my passport recently. I had to be so meticulous, especially because I was going to Atlanta and I was filming something with my best friend, and Berry would have killed me if I did not make it on that flight. So I was like, I'm just feeling the wrath of Berry in my ear. I literally made a list. Okay, Twiggy, you need this. You need this. You need, like, literally, I had to be very, very diligent. Okay, time. I need to make sure I leave a little bit of extra time just in case I get lost and I can't make it. Put it in a folder so everything is there. Double check it.
Wow.
Prinny's like, oh my God.
I think the best thing in all of it is that it has a name now. You know, it's not something that you're beating yourself up over, like, why me, what's wrong with me? And there are tools and resources, whether we tap into them or not, that can kind of help. So
there is.
Happy for y'all.
Thanks.
In a you know, the era that we're in where people are talking about it and yeah, you're not
and it's
get
great
all the
to raise
support.
awareness, and like you can literally work at British Vogue and have ADHD.
No, do you know, I think
and I think that is like the
the amazing
key,
part,
like,
yeah.
It doesn't have to stop you, like you
define
can,
you,
or
yeah.
define you, like achieve fucking stunning great
It does
shit.
not. Like, I worked there for what? This 5.5 years, 6 years. I didn't think I would stay in a job for that long. Like, I really didn't. And I left on my own accord, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I just want to try something new now. Scary. Oh my gosh, you're so scary. But yeah, I was just like, okay, time to try something new. See where it goes.
So what happens with Vogue now?
I'm contributing there. So
Right,
yeah, I'm contributing there. Yeah, but pretty much like I'm a free girl. I just do my own thing. I can write for other publications.
Yeah.
And like that. But like I said, like now I'm not really focusing too much on writing, even though I've just written. But I'm not focusing too much on it and just literally trying different things, seeing how it goes. Like, yeah.
Any exciting things on the horizon that people should look out for?
Oh.
That you can talk about?
Well, I've got a podcast. You can listen to that.
Yes.
Wow. Take Time with Twiggy. Very, very short episodes. It's just very frank. I put out emotional well-being cards. It's just like a chat. Like I just chat about life, wellness, like how we doing, like just literally about life stuff. It's like a kiki. I spill too much tea on there, of my own tea on there.
Love it.
But yeah, pretty much that. What else? Yeah, I don't know, just follow me on Instagram, innit? I'll be there, Twiggy Jalloh. That's me.
Period. Our
Yeah.
Sierra Leonean cousin.
No, literally. I was at a salon TT.
Mate, anytime I'm like in the street and I might hear like an auntie speaking Creole, I want to be like,
I'm like,
I understand
Yeah,
you.
yeah, me too.
Are we related?
I get like that, but I'm like, I don't understand fully, but I know you're speaking Creole,
we're
and
family.
I know you're one of me.
There's like 2 people in the country.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
send something to you so you can watch it. Like it's so random. It's like a nativity, but it's like Jesus, like
Oh my
white
God, send
Jesus,
it.
but white Jesus is speaking Creole.
Love.
It's so interesting. I'm gonna send it to you. It's
Oh
so
my God,
hilarious.
please do. I might
Literally.
leave translation and be like, what does that mean?
Can I get a sub?
Literally, all of them just speaking Creole. Like it, sometimes if you're not like around your family who are speaking Creole all the
Yeah.
time, it's so easy to let go of it. But like even now I'm trying to teach, even though I can understand it, but like I'm trying to teach myself how to speak it like
Yeah.
again and again. Because I want my kids to be able
Mate,
to speak
I
to
can't
it.
wait to start speaking to my
I
kids.
cannot.
Can I?
Can I?
What is it? Can I?
Can I?
Can I?
If they said, oh, yeah.
Mate, the amount of oshes we used to get. And do you know what, it's so funny as well, because obviously when I was younger, I was much more around it. And I
Yeah.
feel like I probably picked it up,
More,
a
yeah.
bit more. And obviously my aunties were so used to having me around. But now, as an adult, I don't, the parties aren't as often.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. So when I go and the auntie speaks to me in Korean, I'm like, sis.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Stop right there. And they want you to respond. You're like,
Yeah,
sis.
and then like, someone be like, oh, mum, like, she don't understand. Oh, yeah, she does.
There's
You understand
something.
Korean? I'm like,
Sierra Leonean aunties actually think that Creole is English. The amount of times
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friends come round and my mom's speaking Creole, I'm like, Mum, I know she's black, but please just the English. They don't know what you're saying because it's deeper.
yeah.
It's deeper than just
I
broken
can
English.
say that for sure. No, I think Sierra Leoneans think everyone can understand
Yeah.
Korean. I walked into a cab. Just my first name. I don't think there's last names on cabs. I'm not too sure. No, I think it's just my first name. I went to the cab. He spoke Korean to me like, oh yes, sit on. And then he continued to speak English. He didn't refer to me being Sierra Leonean once. So I was like, so this is what you just be doing?
Yeah, they just assume.
To all the people in the back.
And they're like,
huh?
sit down.
Sit down. Yeah, so pun what? But yeah, so yeah, just out here being creative to everyone. But I love it though.
I love it as
absolutely
well.
love it.
I feel like I obviously biased. Like I feel like it's just the nicest sounding.
I love it. I just
fucking
love it so much.
I love it.
language.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I just want to ask a question that's really been burning on my
Oh,
heart
God,
for
go on.
Oh wow, what is
a
it?
couple of weeks now. Guys, where's Kate Middleton?
Where
I've kept this in for a long time.
By all means, by all means.
What's going on?
Because the lady's got kids. I don't want to hound her down too much, you know what I mean? Like, what are they called? Louis, George and
Charlotte.
I'm not saying
Charlotte.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Where the
What the
hell did I
hell?
get that from?
That's not even a real sounding name.
No,
I know.
No offense to any
It's
Stephanie,
been
sorry.
All of them.
Charlotte.
For the kids, I want baby girl to be okay. Okay, stop following her, blah, 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 blah. But girl, did you get a BBL or not? Like, we understand. Like, if you got a BBL, like, if you're going to Miami, like, we get it, girl. Like, if you got yourself a skinny BBL, like, I'm here for it. Like, as long as it was safe, surgery went well, I support it.
She
You
just needs
think
to
she got
jump.
plastic surgery?
No, I don't think she got a BBL, but like, if she got a BBL, I'll support her.
Oh.
Have you seen the latest video that the source is TMZ? And the
Why are
face
you
of her walking.
getting involved?
The place was like Mr. Village, and she just there walking through it. I was like, girl, that is not you.
It doesn't, because now I'm like, so did you get a facelift? Because that face is not yours.
That is
So what are we
not her
doing?
face.
The face is snatched the guards. There was another one of her in the car.
Swollen.
The car, she was giving like the cheeks were fuller.
But then I started thinking, is that because you know after you get surgery you swell,
Yeah.
and then now the face is.
No.
Do you know what I mean? No?
You don't think she's had surgery? I'm so sorry, but she has run away, and
No,
they
I
don't
mean
know
that
where
part.
she
No,
is.
that's.
She thinks she's
She's
run away.
not. They
She's
haven't seen the
taken
kids
the
since
kids.
December. The kids
She's
have not been
taken-
seen.
Wait, what?
Guys.
Yeah.
Wait, they're not at school.
The kids
they're
have,
in school.
I don't know. The kids have not been seen. There are no reported sights of the kid
kids
publicly.
too.
Yeah.
She took the kids and she said, "Up yours."
She said,
yeah?
"What? You ain't seeing them?"
She said, "You want to see your kids?" Nah, I think they either don't know where she is, or she's like, "You do anything, I'm gonna kill us all."
Yeah.
Not like that. I'm joking, but like,
No, I think they don't know where she
reckon
is. Yeah.
She's like, but I reckon this has been like a planned thing because you can't just run away as a royal member. Like, you've got guards, this and that. Everyone eyes on you 24/7. Probably even in your room.
Maybe Tyler Perry's hiding her.
I'm waiting for that Oprah interview.
Listen,
Maybe Tyler Perry's hiding her. You know he's got the girls
Yeah.
in Canada or wherever. He's
You
really
know what I
hiding
mean?
nowhere.
We were at Tyler Perry's house. What the fuck?
like, why? No, Megan and
They're watching
fucking
Mia Cole
Harry
put
being
together,
like
you
Tyler
know.
Perry. So, I reckon she's like, she's gone.
Maybe
and
she's
they don't
run
know
off because
where
he's
she
there
is.
trifling.
Yeah.
That William.
Yeah, he's the bad
He's
one.
his dad.
Yeah.
Through and
William.
through.
Yeah.
If you're doing any sort of badness, we'll all find out, William. You
Yeah,
can't hide.
trust. We are
You
Princess
can't
Diana's
hide.
children, bruv. We
Listen,
are
her
Harry's
spirit
sisters.
lives in us. You won't rest until the truth comes out. But he'll probably be king by the time, all that comes out. But then if she don't come back, what's going to happen?
Well,
Yeah, because she's got the heir to the throne.
there's as part of the conspiracies, they're saying that if Charles dies and then William is supposed to ascend, they're gonna kind of tarnish him with all of this stuff that's happening now, and it could be Harry, because Harry came to visit Charles when he was in hospital for 45 minutes. But William didn't visit him in the hospital.
Sorry, this is so funny. That
And
we
then,
all
and
know
then,
this.
and then,
46 minutes
No,
and
no, no.
30 seconds.
And
you know?
then, apparently, they have websites. I didn't know this, but they all have like websites, like Duchess
Yeah.
and Duke of Sussex and da-da-da.
So interesting.
Apparently, Charles's. If you click, I don't know if it's changed. If you click the link to Charles's website, it goes to Meghan and Harry's website, and they've like revamped it with like like fairy tale stories.
I never knew Meg was still using the Duchess of Sussex.
Yes, her title.
No, but
I
I never
thought they
knew she was
dropped
still.
their
I thought she
title.
dropped it.
I thought they dropped their.
No,
royal...
I think they stripped
their
them of
royal-
some stuff, but their title is their title. Like they
title.
can't
Yeah, she's
take that
selling
away
jam
from them.
now.
She's what?
She's got a brand.
Oh yeah, is it jam?
Yeah.
I think it's like home goods.
Yeah, from like their cute little farm.
I can't lie, she
Yeah.
really won at life.
Home
Because how you
goods.
just randomly from wherever and you just become a princess?
No,
Of,
literally.
Yeah.
A civilian.
And you didn't even, no, literally.
there's
a
hope for all
civilian.
of us.
An American.
An
At that.
American.
Who didn't even know that much about the monarchy and all this type of
She's
stuff.
like, I don't know who Harry was. I'm like, bit.
Baby girl.
Princess D.
And
like-
when he first met her, when he was talking about her, he loved that girl.
Yeah.
They were,
Loved
what,
her.
they
love
were eating
them.
in 76th Street. That's where
Oh,
they're having
yeah,
their date.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the redemption story though. We all knew that Them more were bad vibes.
Yeah.
Kate and them man. So.
People still really believe that Harry and Meg are like bad vibes.
No.
Oh yeah, they do. They're still talking about.
Some people are
That's-
really
Like
like
the core
adamant.
Brits.
Yeah, like Fern in Big Brother
Oh, she's talking
was
about her.
like, yeah, they would listen. The thing about the Big Brother this year, they really didn't believe that the cameras were on them 24/7. When Sharon came out, she couldn't believe that everyone had seen all the conversations she was having. She was so bamboozled, like,
Baby girl, have you not watched it?
heard? Like, the
Wait,
way...
has she not watched Big Brother?
She thought it was like 9 to 5 filming.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the
blacks again.
The way her and Louis were gisting and kikiing
Yeah.
about everyone. Simon,
Yeah, apparently he was
Jedward,
talking about
Westlife,
people.
She even cussed Anna Wintour.
Ronan
Yeah,
Keating.
yeah. She said,
She called her a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
The cheek.
rude. The cheek. Anna Wintour.
And it's Wintour.
Wintour. And so anyway, this woman Fern, she's like a presenter. I don't know. She was like,
From Britain, innit?
I want Harry to come home. I want Harry to come home.
What, to leave Meghan?
Yeah, like I really believe that Meghan, like, you know, has like manipulated him, yada yada yada. She is like, I need him to. He has to come home. This is his. I'm like,
People who are so easily influenced by the media
what
scare
the
me.
fucking
Easily
fuck?
Like critical thinking where? Like
God, I'm like, people like, yeah, we really think that she manipulated him, and I'm like, guys, this is actually now.
well, because she's like 1/8 black.
No,
like,
but I'm like, this is.
Literally, oh my.
like,
Imagine if we enter the scene now. What would happen?
I'm like, this is
sky would
actually
fall.
really rude towards Harry, because it's like, you actually think he's a fucking dumbass.
yeah,
That
basically.
this very smart, clever man is going to be manipulated. Like,
The
hello,
way they
like,
infantilize white
they
men.
made him feel like, my precious.
That's a big man.
He knows what he's doing. He pursued her.
He's been through certain things in life. Listen, he's grown man with kids. Oh, Harry should come home.
They just can't.
Fathom the fact that he...
Harry is living up in Calabasas.
He
Baby,
didn't follow
he doesn't
the
want to come
protocol.
here
Yeah.
to Windsor.
Windsor. Well,
Ooh.
well, we're still investigating.
Yeah, we are.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
So I'm really not a royalist, but I am tapped into
No,
this
I just
we
story.
are.
love the tea.
Sorry, guys. Before someone,
That happens
all the
all
past
time.
guests.
I don't even like to think about it when it happens.
Someone said that this was all a plan for, you know how like a lot of people don't like the royals and so on
I
and
heard
stuff.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is all a plan
just-
to like bring them into the spotlight, because of course if there's controversy, blah blah blah, that's how the TikTok girlies
Yeah.
are gonna get onto it and everything like that, and she's just gonna emerge out of nowhere. Yeah, because they're just building us up. Because King Charles, he's looking a bit like he's looking a bit frail,
bruv.
so they need us to like homegirl. So they're trying to like, oh my gosh, where is she? So when she comes, it's like, oh my gosh, she's home.
But the problem is, we are all too woke. And because that's been spoken about, if she does come out, like, oh, we're going to be like,
What the fuck?
fuck off.
Wasting
Like,
our
you had us
fucking
running
time.
around doing fan theories.
Yeah.
Taxpayers' money.
Using
Yeah.
taxpayers' money.
No, literally.
People have had enough. The generation is not like the generations it was
No,
before.
we're
They're
not
not
dodos.
believing what they're seeing.
And there's nothing about them to aspire to. Princess
all.
Diana was touching all the girls with age. She was doing this. She was doing that. Like she
She was our queen.
she was going to the schools.
Yeah.
She was running
Kate.
in the mum
Yeah.
race.
She was a
at the
fashion
schools.
icon. Kate, every day she's wearing that long dress. Child. But people buy anything she wears. It's mad. People
No,
buy
they have the blogs that
anything
people
and
write what
everything
she
that she wears.
wore.
But Kate's not giving what Diana was in cycling shorts.
Yeah.
I
She
didn't
was
even know
giving crew
Kate
neck
wore
jumper.
designer. I stumbled on one of the blogs and it was like, oh, she was wearing Chanel boots. I was like, she might as well not be.
Yeah.
She might as well just give us a Karen Millen.
Yeah.
You know,
Actually, let's not be horrible to Kate.
Jones.
Kate might be listening to this. And she might not want to come home. Kate,
we know you're our biggest fan.
come
Kate.
home.
Come home and just.
Fuck off, both of you.
Listen, we might be what saves her.
Yeah. But if you know I want to come home, that's all right too.
Come nose.
I would have
Kids
fucking.
come
Yeah,
one more joke. There was a TikTok. Someone was like, "What if she's just started watching Real Housewives and she's binging and she's on like season 5 of Atlanta and she's like, I can't do anything. I need to stay
Atlanta, and then she's got Beverly Hills after.
Yeah,
Potomac,
Miami.
She's at home watching TV.
I need my time. So where are the kids though?
I don't know.
Yeah, the kids
running
are
around.
watching.
They're like, Auntie
They
Nini.
watch. Yeah, Auntie Nini, what's that? Nah, Kate, come home though.
No, okay,
Oh, God.
Free Kate.
I love how unserious the
Free
entire world is
Kate.
about
Free
this.
Kate.
But,
Free
no, but if
Kate.
she is at harm, though, seriously, like,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
actually starting to get concerned.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
3 old kids. Ciao.
Whew, this has been realer than real.
This has been, oh.
All right, remind us where we can find you on the socials.
Oh my God, Twiggy Jalloh everywhere. Twiggy, 2 G's, Jalloh, Jalloh, period. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to post on TikTok, guys. Oh my gosh. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Oh gosh, I need to start posting on there. What else? Take Time with Twiggy podcast. Come and join. Follow me on Spotify, all that stuff. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's not it because we're about to head over to record an episode of Dating
Guys,
I know, and guys, I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
because
Oh,
this
I'm
is-
going to be yapping away too much.
Oh, I
child.
love Twiggy. I absolutely love her. Love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
I can't believe I made it on.
I
really
always
can't believe
gonna
it.
make it on.
Oh, gosh.
And we will see you guys same time, same place next week. And if you're on Apple, send us a little review, little
Smash the
comment,
like button.
smash the like button. If you're on Spotify, same thing. Answer a little question on the Spotify box. If you're on YouTube, don't be an idiot.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, guys.
Thank you. Leave a comment.
Like.
And if you're on Apple Podcast, just share.
Yeah, just be sharing.
Just be
sharing.
Even
Tag them.
share
it to your mom.
Share it to your mom. Just even the auntie's WhatsApp. Put it in the auntie's WhatsApp. I'm not even lying. Put it in the auntie's WhatsApp. Love for that. Right. See you next
Lots of
week.
love.